Hi, my name is Robert Lindauer. I'm from Hoptroff. We're relatively...
Robert, take the microphone, yes.
Can you all hear me? Oh my God, okay. So, my name's Robert Lindauer.
It's my fault I rushed him, so.
He did. He made me get up on the stage. I'm like, they're not even
adrenaline.
done.
Adrenaline, so.
It's okay. I did prepare a presentation for you, and I will get it out right now. But I'll introduce myself, that way we don't have to listen to the entire presentation. My name is Robbie Lindauer. I used to work for a company that did timing systems for what they call critical systems, if you're familiar with them. I know that several people here are familiar with that. It really means, you know, for some people, having time correct at all times is a life and death matter or $1 billion matter. For those people, they come to a company like ours that essentially delivers time securely in such a way that it can't be interrupted. And so I'm going to talk about that right now and how we might integrate with the OpenTap project. I'm the product manager. Is this not good enough? It's not working. Oh, yeah. You didn't like the Apple ad? Sorry. Anyway, I have kids, but in particular, I participated in the installation of millions of very, very accurate timing units, both in the US, UK, EU, and Asia region. I was a technical architect and also do programming myself. I've been a programmer for 30 years. So, yeah, that's me. As you know, some of you know this in detail, there are laws that govern some parts of time for good reasons, right? Because you can steal a lot of money using time wrongly. You can also kill people, I think, as you've all seen, using time wrongly. In particular, there are a couple of legislations worldwide, MiFID II, you all know, CAT NMS, EO 13905, and NIST 2. Those aren't, I was at the Time and Money conference in New York, and they said that the writing is on the wall. And there's a good reason, I think you all know what it is, that we have enemies of the state with, I'll skip over this. Obviously, you wouldn't trust your baby to the internet. Which is that we have these things, which are, this isn't even like, this is just the most radical looking one. It's a sky sweep, it's called the Sky Sweeper. It has an EMP, but it also has, advanced versions have a radio controlled transceiver so that it can actually jam or spoof a remote RF-based system. Some of those are programmable on the fly, so they're pretty great. I don't have one. What this means, though, strangely enough, right? If you look up here, some of you probably actually made some of these antennas. This is in London. This is MI6. I was just walking down the street in Vauxhall. Decided I should take a picture of this for you all. And what it means is, if we go back 2, that means this guy has a shot at that thing. Pretty simple to do. And unfortunately, well, fortunately for MI6, this is not the only way they get time, and that's smart. And that's what we're about to talk about. This is the basic problem. You know, as I said, that Sky Sweeper, that's a Lithuanian-made weapon, but there are form factors of this kind. Some of them are made by people who are here that you can buy as test equipment. The US, as you all know, directed the critical infrastructure of our country to stop using the GPS for time for this reason, and in some cases, probably position eventually. So that is a directive right now. A couple of people in the government have decided that it was a sufficiently important directive that they took action. That's NDAA 2023 has the National Guard putting a resilient system in place, although I don't know the total details of that. But also the FAA and then EU and UK have added to their risk register. So. One idea, I'm just being facetious, obviously, you know, if you wanted to get something securely into a bank or securely to some people on the field, you would bring it to them securely. And that means, you know, having critical infrastructure through and through. So you're familiar with zero trust architecture. Time is one of the bases of zero trust architecture. I'm just trying to go fast here, so I don't actually have a lot of interesting technical things to say, but I do have some interesting things to say about this, is that the wireless time sync systems that exist today in the world are mostly RF-based. RF-based, our systems are easily attackable. Like I could do it. I have equipment to do that. I have test equipment that would do that. I'm not the smartest man in the world. Some of those people are enemies of the state. And that's the issue that I wanted to bring to all of your attention, is you're going through making these and deploying them in real places, you have to decide what that risk is, right? Like if somebody messes with your time signal, how much does that cost? Is it your child or just $1 million? I don't know. Other people have different answers to that question. And then the OpenTap card, which Ahmed really gave to me, and I've been looking at it for a long time, has the capacity to fulfill most of this purpose. So we'll take a look at that. I didn't actually bring mine with me. It's in transit. But the essence of it is that having a live terrestrial backup, right? So that if somebody came to your location and covered it with a couple of helicopters is important enough that you should do it if it's important enough, right? And that's really all there is to it. I'm not making fun. This really is my job, but it's obvious, I think. So my company is not my company, Mr. Hoptroff's company, Richard. We developed or deployed this network that you're looking at worldwide. We engineered these lines ourselves. The lines themselves are from the same sources that the government used. We just, specified that they're secure lines, so that's what they are. And we have multiple connections, as you see, going both across the Atlantic, and then sort of as a result, worldwide. We don't cross the Pacific yet. I don't know if we're going to. And what we do is, every time there's a microsecond or a nanosecond that passes, we make sure that that is informed correctly to all of our clients' systems. All of those systems then report directly those numbers back into their legislative requirements. So this is a continuously audited system. We're ISO 27001 certified, and that's the hard certification, not the easy one. I know there are several. Our deployment team is in the UK. They're great guys. I'm not allowed to speak to them. That's a joke. I speak to them all the time. They're nice. And then lastly, we have been developing what we've just codenamed our master clock. Our master clock is a piece of software and a little piece of hardware that will deliver time and location in a GNSS, like an RF denied environment. Now, it won't do it in every environment, right? Doesn't work in the center of the earth. But I'm happy to talk to anybody who's interested in that kind of thing. We expect to have a release for that, I think, early this year. And that's it. And if you have any questions, my name's Robbie, and I'm not weird. No, I am weird, but I'm a regular person.
Thank you, Robbie. So let's just move on to the next presentations then. Thank you.